The story of AbuBakrAlSiddiq. The desert before dawn lies in quiet suspension. In the distance, the dark silhouette of mountains folds into the pale horizon. The air holds the memory of the night's coolness, a fleeting comfort before the sun's long reach. At the heart of this desert rests Mecca, a city of stone houses and narrow alleys, its heart marked by the sacred Kaaba. The year is 573 of the Common Era. Though in Mecca, years are remembered by events. The year of the elephant still living in memory. In a home belonging to the Banu Taym clan, one of the respected branches of the Quraysh, a child is born. Abdullah ibn Abi Quhafa. He will carry many names in his life, but history will remember him as AbuBakrAlSiddiq, the truthful. In the courtyard of his family home, shaded from the desert glare, the boy hears the sounds of a merchant city awakening, the distant bleating of goats being led to pasture, the hammering of a coppersmith shaping a vessel, the murmur of traders discussing caravan prices. He walks through the market lanes where cloth from Yemen hangs beside pottery from Persia. Even as a child, he is trusted to carry messages and handle goods. In these streets, reputation is currency, and his is untarnished. His interest in camels, their care, their breeding, becomes part of his identity. This passion earns him the name Abu Bakr, meaning father of the young camel. But behind the simple nickname lies a youth marked by qualities rare in his time: restraint, fairness, and a deep disinterest in the idols that stand around the Kaaba. Years pass, and the boy becomes a man of the caravans. He rides through the dust-worn paths to Yemen in the south and Syria in the north. In the stillness of the open desert, the nights are silent, save for the hiss of the wind over sand. By day, he joins the long lines of traders, each caravan a river of movement across the barren plains. From Syria, he brings back fine cloth and oils. From Yemen, spices and leather. Trade enriches him, but wealth never turns his head. He remains known for fair dealing, measured in speech, gentle in manner. He avoids the drunken gatherings that mark the Meccan elite's evenings and keeps his distance from the offerings made before carved stone. His life is shaped by an instinctive sense of worshiping one God alone, a path that in Arabia is rare but not unknown, the way of the Hanifs. It is the early years of the 7th century when a quiet message begins to spread. Muhammad ibn Abdullah, a man Abu Bakr has known and respected for years, speaks of a revelation brought by the angel Jibril. The words call for worship of Allah alone, for truth, justice, and compassion. When this news reaches him, there is no drawn-out deliberation. Abu Bakr accepts without hesitation. His belief is immediate, the kind that springs from years of trust and a heart ready for the truth. The Prophet will later call him the Siddiq, the one who affirms without doubt. From that moment, Abu Bakr becomes a quiet but tireless advocate. He walks the shaded corridors of Mecca's market, speaks in the privacy of courtyards, and meets friends on the road. His invitation is without force, only sincerity and the weight of his own example. Through his efforts, men who will one day shape Islamic history accept the faith. Uthman ibn Affan, a merchant of noble lineage. Talha ibn Ubaydillah, known for his generosity. Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, a skilled archer. Az-Zubayr ibn al-Awwam, a young cousin of the Prophet. Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, a man of commerce and charity. Each accepts the message through Abu Bakr's quiet conviction, forming the core of a growing community. The city turns hostile, markets close their doors to Muslims, insults become common, and violence lurks at the edge of every street. One day when the Prophet is attacked near the Kaaba, Abu Bakr pushes through the crowd, using his own body as a shield. Blows fall upon him until he loses consciousness. When he wakes, his first words are not for his own injuries, but for the safety of the messenger. Years later, the danger reaches its peak. Assassins surround the Prophet's home. In the deep hours before dawn, 2 camels stand ready, loaded with supplies. The desert road to Yathrib, later called Medina, lies ahead. For 3 days, the 2 men hide in the cave of Thor, its entrance barely visible among the rock. Outside, search parties pass dangerously close. The air inside is cool, the silence broken only by the soft rasp of breath. In those tense moments, the Prophet's words carry calm. Do not grieve. Allah is with us. The migration marks a turning point. In Medina, Abu Bakr is at the Prophet's side through years of struggle and growth, treaties with tribes, battles fought for survival, and the steady spread of the message beyond the city's date groves. Illness eventually confines the Prophet to his home. In the mosque, the call to prayer is answered by Abu Bakr, who leads the community in worship. It is a sign of the trust placed in him. When the Prophet passes from this world in 632 CE, grief envelops Medina. In the mosque, Abu Bakr's voice steadies the shaken hearts. Whoever worshipped Muhammad, Muhammad has died. But whoever worships Allah, Allah is ever living and never dies. The choice is made quickly. Abu Bakr will lead the Muslims as their first caliph. His home remains simple, his clothing modest, but his responsibilities are vast. Rebellion flares across Arabia as some tribes abandon Islam or refuse the zakat. These Ridda wars demand swift and firm action. Abu Bakr sends trusted generals, including Khalid ibn al-Walid, to restore unity. The wars bring heavy loss, especially in the Battle of Yamama, where many who had memorized the Quran are killed. Fearing that the words of revelation might be lost, Abu Bakr orders their collection into a single written manuscript, a task led by Zayd ibn Thabit. This effort becomes one of his enduring legacies, safeguarding the divine message for generations to come. Even in these early years, Abu Bakr sends expeditions beyond Arabia's borders, testing the strength of the great empires to the north and east, the Byzantines and Sasanians. These campaigns lay the groundwork for the expansion that will follow under later caliphs. After 2 years and a few months as caliph, illness overtakes him. His final acts are in keeping with his life. He returns whatever remains of his personal wealth to the state treasury. In August of 634 CE, Medina gathers to lay him to rest beside the Prophet Muhammad. 2 companions in faith now lie side by side, their resting place within the Prophet's house. The desert wind moves on, carrying with it the memory of a man whose truthfulness, humility, and steadfast faith became a measure for those who would lead after him.